I don't think there's any other group of people in the world who is more deluded than the Muslims. It's not hyperbole. I'm not exaggerating it. I know you might be thinking that what about those people who say 9/11 was perpetrated by the Jews, or it was an inside job, or the moon landing was a hoax, or the flat earthers? Yeah, those people are severely deluded as well, but they don't even begin to compare with Muslims. How old are their movements? A few decades old? What are their numbers? A few tens of thousands? But Muslims, for at least for the last 200 or 300 years, they've been losing wars after wars, battles after battles. Yet they somehow managed to convince their public that they have won. That's exactly what's happening today. So Khamenei gave the green light to his proxy Hamas that go and kill as many Jews as you can. Nothing will happen. You know what? We have given you weapons. We have trained you. Let's see what happens. And Israel, this is why I love Israel. I have nothing but respect for Netanyahu, and all of his past sins are washed away because he's the only political leader in the world right now who has the balls to go after his enemies. He doesn't care. He just goes after them. He has the balls to go after them when everyone else looks at, oh, what's going to be the political costs? Oh, should I do this? Should I not do this? What about that lobby? What about that person who campaigned for me and put millions of dollars in it? Netanyahu doesn't care about this. Netanyahu identifies his enemies and he goes after them and he obliterates them. That's the kind of leader America needs, but we'll talk about Trump. So Netanyahu said, you killed 1,200 of our people? Fuck you. We're going to teach you a lesson. So he leveled Gaza. 60,000 people have died. Obviously, about 35, 40,000 might be civilians. I'm not gloating over that. That's a tragedy. But he had to go after Hamas. He did that. After that, he turned to Hezbollah. Before Hezbollah could even be activated by Khamenei, they took them out. They lost their balls, they lost their limbs, out, before they could even step foot into the battlefield. And then after that, Syria, gone. Bashar al-Assad, hiding in Moscow, waiting to be poisoned by Putin. And then it was the turn of the head of the snake. Some people say that Netanyahu had been planning it for years. And kudos to him, it was a perfectly executed war plan. And he somehow managed to get Trump to bomb the 3 nuclear facilities as well. He stated his objectives. We're going to destroy Iran's ballistic missile program, and we're going to destroy Iran's nuclear program. And he managed to get Trump to bomb those nuclear facilities that Israel didn't have the capability in that Frodo Mountain, whatever Frodo Mountain that was. And Trump went in and he obliterated it. Some people are saying it's been damaged beyond repair. The point is, Iran's nuclear program has been set back by decades. And the ballistic missile program is in tatters. But there was one more goal that wasn't stated, but people like me or the people of Iran were hoping for. And that was the total capitulation of the Islamic regime. But President Trump, in all his wisdom, decided to leave the people of Iran high and dry. Right now, the Islamic regime is rounding people up who criticized the Islamic regime. They're being rounded up. I think at my last check, nearly 150 people have been arrested, and all of them are going to be hanged, tortured, imprisoned. God knows what's going to happen to them. And Trump just ceasefire. Trump just never shows enough spine to finish the job. He's been simping for Putin. Putin has lost 1 million soldiers in Ukraine and still controls less Ukraine than he did in 2022. Oh, World War III. I just don't understand these people. This Tucker Carlson, he said, if the US bombs Iran's nuclear facilities, then thousands of Americans are going to die. Not a single Iranian died due to American bombing, let alone an American soldier. Iran was so scared of the American military might that they first told them that, hey, we're going to drop some ballistic missiles on this base in Qatar, so, move your assets, move your people. We don't want to kill any American soldier accidentally because we know that if we did it, then we're going to be fucked by America. That's how scared they were. And lo and behold, they fired 14 ballistic missiles, 13 of them were intercepted, and one of them fell in an empty desert. But Israel knew that they had them, that they had the Islamic regime against the wall. So Trump in his mind goes, you know what? I have appeased my Jewish lobby. I have bombed the nuclear facilities. Now I also have to appease my MAGA camp who, like idiots like Tucker Carlson, who was saying, oh, thousands of Americans are going to die. Now I got to appease them too, and I got to call for a ceasefire. And this freaking, I'm just asking questions, Owens. That freaking conspiracy theorist. She said, white Americans, get ready to die for Israel. Who died? Who? Alex Tinfoil Hat Jones. Oh, we shouldn't get involved. Thousands of Americans are going to die. This is going to be a big mistake. These idiots underestimate the might of the American military. There is no other military that comes remotely close to America. Picking a fight with America is basically suicide. There's only one country that can give a bloody nose to America. That's China. And I hope that we never go to war with China. I really, really hope that. Because that war is not going to be easy. In that war, many people are going to die. Conventionally, Russia is nothing. It's so primitive and backward that I feel sorry for those people who think that Russia is a worthy adversary. Look up this Battle of Hasham that was fought somewhere in Syria back in 2018, where 40 American soldiers destroyed 500 Russian and Syrian soldiers, and not a single American was injured. They were actually from the Wagner group, and they got decimated, destroyed. So China is probably the only country that has the economy and now the military that can give the US a bloody nose. They still can't defeat them because in every single war game, America comes out on top. But let's just hope we never go to war. But these little petty dictators like Khamenei, why are you scared of them? You don't even have to put boots on the ground. In my video a couple of days ago, I said that America doesn't have to put boots on the ground. Just bomb them. Just keep bombing the Islamic regime's strongholds and let the people of Iran do the rest. Or at least don't tie Israel's hands. But anyway, so Trump said, yeah, well, you know what? I've appeased both camps, so let's call for a ceasefire. Trump gave them 12-hour deadline or something. Israel upped the ante. Israel started bombing them even more. Israel destroyed IRGC headquarters, Basiji headquarters, their NKVD or their Gestapo. But all these geopolitical experts on social media, like Fucker Carlson, Candace Owens, Jackson Twinkle, that dumb clown Dave, Dan Bilzerian, all these idiots, World War III is going to start. Every time there is a minor skirmish anywhere in the world, World War III has started. We give an extra tank to Ukraine, World War III has started. India and Pakistan have a little border skirmish, World War III has started. You know, for a World War to start, you need a worthy adversary. As I said, there's only one, which is China. When we go to war with China, that deserves to be called World War III. Anything less than that is peanuts. All America has to do is just push a button, boom, gone. You don't even have to put boots on the ground. I think this is what America should always do. I know this is against international law, but international law doesn't work with these authoritarian regimes. They don't care about international law. Why should we care about international law? And I'm the biggest hawk. You're going to forget who John Bolton is. What President Trump did in Iran by destroying the 3 nuclear facilities, that was commendable. American deterrence has been reestablished. None of this pussyfooting that Joe Biden was doing. Every single petty dictator should be scared of the free world. But back to Iran. Iran has been denuclearized, or at least their nuclear program has been set back by decades. The ballistic missile program has been destroyed. The 40% of the top leadership is destroyed. In return, not a single Israeli soldier was killed, let alone a high-level target. Israel ruled Iran's airspace within 8 hours of the conflict. But they still have managed to convince the deluded people that they won the war. My only anger and frustration stems from the fact that the people of Iran, these are the only people in the entire Muslim world who don't want to have anything to do with Islam. These are the only people. Yet, the free fucking world doesn't help them. I know Trump has strong-armed Netanyahu into the ceasefire, but I really hope that something sparks again. And because Israel has the capability to take over the skies over Iran, when this rat Khamenei comes out, take him out. I really hope that Israel doesn't take the foot off the pedal. Israel decapitates this pathetic Islamic regime so the people of Iran can be free for the first time in 46 years. And these Carlson and these Candace Owens and all these anti-Semites, all these clowns who just spread bullshit after bullshit after bullshit on a daily basis, don't pay any attention to them because Israel is already the bad guy. No matter how much Israel fights for its own survival, they don't see it that way. They see it as, oh, Jews are evil. They've been kicked out of 106 countries, so therefore there must be something wrong with them. Anyway, so obviously Israel has won the war. They have denuclearized Iran. They have destroyed their ballistic missile capabilities. There should have been one more step, which was the total capitulation of the Islamic regime. That hasn't happened, but that was never the stated objective of this war. So that's the only reason why I'm slightly unhappy, but I'm happy that the Islamic regime has been brutally humiliated.